the best quad and hamstring workout for bigger legs. Exercise 1. Starting position. Position a barbell in a squat rack at upper chest height. Step under the bar and assume a clean grip. Hands just outside shoulder width. Elbows high and pointing forward, fingertips under the bar, and the bar resting on your front delts and clavicles. Step back with feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly turned out, and keep your chest up, core tight, and upper arms parallel to the floor. This is your starting position. Descent phase. Inhale, and begin squatting by pushing your hips back slightly, then bending your knees, keeping your torso upright. Ascent phase. Exhale and drive through your midfoot and heels to rise back up. Exercise 2. Starting position. Stand in front of a flat bench or box, holding a dumbbell in each hand at your sides with a neutral grip, palms facing in. Set your feet shoulder width apart with toes pointed slightly outward. Keep your chest up, shoulders pulled back, and core braced. Descent phase. Inhale and initiate the squat by pushing your hips back, then bending your knees to lower yourself toward the bench. Keep your spine neutral, dumbbells close to your body, and knees tracking over your toes. Ascent phase. Exhale and drive through your heels to stand back up, extending your hips and knees simultaneously. Keep your chest tall and avoid leaning forward as you rise. Return to the fully upright position and repeat. Exercise 3. Starting position. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart or slightly wider, toes slightly turned out. Hold a kettlebell by the horns close to your chest in goblet position, elbows pointing downward and tucked in. Keep your chest lifted, shoulders back, and core engaged. This is your starting position. Descent phase. Inhale and begin the squat by pushing your hips back, then bending your knees, lowering yourself into a deep squat. Go as deep as your mobility allows while keeping your heels on the ground and torso upright. Your elbows can press gently against your inner knees to encourage hip opening and external rotation. Ascent phase. Exhale and drive through your heels to stand back up with control. Exercise 4. Setup and starting position. Position a flat or slightly inclined bench inside the Smith machine, oriented so your back is fully supported. Lie back on the bench and place your feet flat on the Smith bar, roughly hip width apart, with toes slightly turned out. Your knees should be bent approximately 90 degrees and aligned over your feet. Adjust the bench and bar height to ensure proper mechanics. Pressing phase. Inhale and extend your legs, pressing the bar upward by driving through your heels and midfoot. Do not lock out your knees at the top. Stop just before full extension to keep tension on the quads and glutes. Lowering phase. Exhale and slowly bend your knees, lowering the bar back toward your body under full control. Exercise 5. Starting position. Stand upright holding a dumbbell vertically by the horns at chest level in goblet position. Keep your elbows tucked in, core tight, shoulders back, and feet hip width apart. This is your starting stance. Lunging phase. Inhale and step one leg diagonally behind and across your body as if performing a curtsy. Keep your front foot flat and front knee tracking over the toes, while lowering your rear knee toward the ground. Aim to get your front thigh parallel to the floor, or as deep as mobility allows. Return phase. Exhale and push through the heel of your front leg to return to the starting position. Repeat on the opposite leg, alternating sides for the desired number of reps. Exercise 6. Starting position. Place a Bosu ball on the ground, with the flat side down and the dome side facing up. Carefully step onto the center of the dome with feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent. Stand tall, engage your core, and find balance before initiating movement. This is your starting position. Squatting phase. Inhale and begin the squat by pushing your hips back and bending your knees, just as in a traditional squat. Keep your chest lifted, spine neutral, and arms extended forward for counterbalance if needed. Ascent phase. Exhale and drive through your heels and midfoot, returning to the upright position in a slow, controlled manner. Avoid bouncing or shifting weight unevenly. Stay centered on the Bosu dome. Exercise 7. Starting position. Step onto the lever machine platform with your feet hip-width apart, toes pointing slightly outward. Grasp the machine handles, either side-mounted or front-mounted, with a neutral grip, palms facing in, arms fully extended. Set your shoulders back, chest tall and spine neutral, with the weight starting from just below the knees or mid-shin. This is your starting position. Lifting phase. Inhale and initiate the lift by driving through your heels, extending your hips and knees simultaneously. Lowering phase. Exhale and hinge at the hips, slowly lowering the weight in a controlled motion. Allow your knees to bend slightly after the hips initiate the descent, keeping your back flat and chest open. Exercise 8. Starting position. Begin by cleaning or snatching the barbell overhead, or unrack it from a rack set at head height. Use a wide grip, snatch width, with the bar held directly above your head, in line with your midfoot, hips, and shoulders. Descent phase. Inhale and initiate the squat by pushing your hips back and bending your knees, keeping your chest upright and arms locked out overhead. Descend under control, aiming to reach below parallel depth, while maintaining barbell alignment over the midfoot. Keep your torso as vertical as possible, and ensure your knees track over your toes. Ascent phase. Exhale and drive through your heels and midfoot, extending your hips and knees to return to standing. Exercise 9. Starting position. Set the barbell in a squat rack at mid-chest height. Step under the bar and position it across your trapezius muscles, high bar position, or slightly lower on your rear delts, low bar if preferred. Grasp the bar slightly wider than shoulder width, elbows pointing down and back, chest proud. Unrack the bar, step back, and set your feet shoulder width apart, or slightly wider, toes pointed slightly outward. Descent phase. Inhale and initiate the movement by pushing your hips back slightly, then bending your knees to descend. Ascent phase. Exhale and drive through your heels and midfoot to rise from the bottom position. Extend your hips and knees simultaneously. Exercise 10. Starting position. Set the Smith machine bar to about shoulder height and load an appropriate weight. Step under the bar and position it across your upper traps, standing in front of the bar in a split stance. 1 foot forward, one leg extended behind you as if preparing to sprint. Lunging. Drive. Phase. Inhale and lower your back knee toward the floor by bending both knees, keeping most of the load on the front leg. Your front shin should stay mostly vertical, and your torso should lean slightly forward, mimicking a sprint start position. Reset or repeat phase. Exhale as you drive up, either returning to the start or performing repeated lunges on one side before switching legs.